Hello everyone and welcome back to another deck tech. Today we'll be going over my Decay Control deck that I've been working on for the past few days. Basically it's been forced upon me because Mojang have basically nerfed a lot of the good Decay Scrolls along the past few days basically. Waypoints was introduced that made Poison infinite. So that meant that Blightbearer suddenly costed 4, which, you know, is okay, but it's another 4 drop. And also today, when I'm recording this, obviously, Brain Lice suddenly costs 4 as well because Poison's infinite. So that has to cost 4, which is a bit weird because Infectious Blight still costs 4. But similar sort of thing. Anyway, so that means the curve has been upped a bit if you want to play the standard sort of deck. And also Hunter, since Waypoints now has 4 health, so that's been nerfed. Witch Doctor now has 4 attack, so that's been nerfed. All of this basically means that instead of being able to play the sort of tempo-ish version of Decay, which I like to play, you know, with a nice curve, starting at Ripper, working my way up to a Witch Doctor, aiming to win with a Necro Watcher. I've kind of been forced to try and switch to a more control-y style, which has been working well for me so far. I'm like 16-2, I think. Maybe 16-1, I can't quite remember, but it was definitely one loss, with quite a lot of wins. So yeah, you may, as I said, first Brain Lice Blightbearer costs 4 now. So you may notice they're not in the deck. Nor is Languid. It may have been 3 staples in Decay for quite a long time now. So I've built this deck without those. It's more control-y. It's got a lot of curse, ability to have board wipes, lots of card advantage, lots of one-offs, which I'll explain later. But for now, we're going to delve right into it by looking at all the curse components of the deck. So as I mentioned in the intro, curse does play quite a large role in the deck's ability to control your opponent's board. A new addition is Curse Presence. Although it's not a Waypoint scroll, it was a change at the Waypoints patch. Instead of doing its weird thing with damage and Curse 1 and Curse 2 to structures and things, it's now just a simple spell, target unit gets Curse 4. Now that says unit, not creatures. Play it until it gets changed, until it says creatures, because this is insane. It's basically 4 damage for 2 decay, which is really, really good. It allows you to take out structures, it allows you to snipe things with witches and poison and things. It's just really, really strong. So this is why Languid's not in the deck. This has replaced it, even though I was never a big fan of Languid, but this is now in, and it's really, really good, especially in combination with this, Baleful Which. This has been out for a while, never really played, now it is. It's a 2/2/2 for 3, it's got ranged attack, that's irrelevant. But when it comes into play, any curses on creature in play are triggered, dealing damage. Now I noticed 2 things. One, whenever I say curse, I seem to go very northern and say curse. So sorry about that. But also, that this is actually quite good. Previously, the meta hasn't quite been right. But now there's a lot of how to phrase it, theme decks. We'll go with that. So there's a lot of Gravelock decks. There's a lot of human order decks. Growth. There's a lot of beast themes going on, which means that Bloodline Taint and Baleful Which combinations really work quite well because there's going to be a lot of targets. So if you want to get rid of lots of rats, then Baleful Which and Bloodline Taint works really well. Other than that, you can go turn for. God, I'm sounding like bloody Sean Bean. You go turn 2 Curse Presence, turn 3 Baleful Which, and you can just blow things up. And if you want to take out Scavenger Constructs, Curse Presence and Baleful Which works well as well. Things like that happen. Bloodline Taint, cost 4 is a spell. Target units and other units on the same side that share a subtype get Curse 2. As I mentioned, lots of subtypes going about that are shared, so you can blow things up with your poison and things. Also, another thing to mention, you can curse your own units, and this allowed me to win 1 game. A Bloodline Tainted my humans, played Baleful Which. That destroyed my own humans, and allowed Harvester to attack. So that's a little interaction which you might want to look out for. Other than that, it's a weird looking thing that gives everything curse, and it's really, really good. It's unfair when combined with Frostgale and Quake, so don't do that because that's mean and horrid and you deserve to suffer for that. But in a nice, simple Decay deck like this, it's fair. Fairish. Cursemonger. Meh. So 4 cost, human, 3 attack, 2 countdown, 4 health. It's got ranged attack, and when Cursemonger's countdown is 0, you may reset its countdown to give target unit curse 2. So more curse ability. You'll see in a video I released a few days ago when I combined Cursemonger and Curse Presence to be able to deal a lot of damage with Urva. It just gives you a lot of reach and stuff. Combines it with Infectious Blight and Baleful Which and things, and aim at things with armor and all sorts. If you have the option of attacking idols or cursing, say you got Cursemonger at the top and his units down here, always go for the curse. Because you never know when it's be relevant coming up later. Unless you are really going for idols, then obviously go for it. But if you're playing against Decay and you've got a chance to like curse Rot Eater, then go for it, because when you play Demon Curse, it'll take out his Rot Eater. So just little things like that. I'm talking a lot more often than usual. That's weird. So that's all the curse. You may notice I'm not going straight into the creatures like I normally do, because we're looking at it's a more control deck, so creatures aren't as important. So for that reason, we're going to now be moving on to the spells. Now, there are 2 kind of subsets of spells. There's the removal and there's the control. So we'll look at the control first, because there's quite a bit of extra stuff to explain there, I think. Yeah, and then we'll look at removal. Okay, so these spells really help support your deck in what you're trying to achieve. They allow you to draw cards, negate your opponent's strategy, and just blow things up. So we'll start off with Unbind. You may think, what the hell are you running this for? And I have no idea. But it allows you to counter certain strategies. Only got 1. It's Unbind. It costs 2. It says remove all enchantments and effects from target unit. Its countdown is increased by 1. So this is basically a bad purification that we're running. Its second ability can be relevant. But yeah, it's a bit crap, but it's in here for a reason. It does counter certain strategies. And with Halls of Oum Lasa, which I'll be covering in a minute, I think you can afford to run lots of weird niche scrolls like this. Because it means you can just throw it away and you can get it back later in case that sort of situation arises. And it's just one off, you can keep it. Other options go Reaping Mask, but I think it's a bit too high curve and ambitious. But I've got Unbind, quite useful. Get rid of a few curse and poison on your own units if you want to. Things like that. And if you are facing down a huge wildling or something horrible, you can just get rid of things. So that's that. Watcher, I've got 1 of. Normally, before this, I'd run 2. But because of Halls of Oum Lasa, I don't need to. I can just afford to run 1 and be happy. It's 2 cost structure, got 4 health, and when a unit adjacent to Watcher is destroyed by anything other than combat damage, Watcher deals 2 damage to a random opponent idol. So this is to counter heavy removal decks like things that run Quake and Thunder Surge. It's also just mainly in here so that we stand a chance of beating mono energy structures. I haven't actually faced mono energy structures yet with this deck, but I think it will stand a better chance than the previous one because of all the curse we have and curse presence. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. If you struggle and you're behind, you can just get a big Watcher Necker getting off and do lots of direct idol damage, and you can win from there. Rattle Him, another 1 of. It costs 3. It says destroy a random lingering spell your opponent controls. Draw 1 lingering spell. So there's a few lingering spells about, not too many. There's Budding Retreat in Miracle Pudding. There's Ancestral Pact as well. That's just chained, so maybe that won't be run. Skull Shrine, is it? Is that what it's called? Shrine. I can't spell. This is called Skull Shrine. So that's the energy one. That's quite popular at the moment as well. Pretty much it. And Halls, obviously. It allows you to destroy them, which can be nice. Another 1 of, because we can get them back. Did I say that? I did. Also, it lets us draw 1 lingering spell. So we've got lingering spells of our own, which we're going to want to draw, and this allows us to do that. So Halls of Oum Lasa, it's a 6 cost lingering spell. It lingers for 4 turns. And at the beginning of your turn, sift 3 scrolls from your discard pile and draw 1 card. So we will be discarding quite a lot of things like these, and it allows us to get them back. It seems fair. So you play Bloodline Taint, next turn you can get it back. How fair is that? So this gives us a lot of card advantage, allows us to play really control orientated. We run 2 for a few reasons. We don't want to run 1, and we don't want to run 3. 3 is too much, and it will have our curve too highly costed. And by running 2, it means we can get an infinite combo of playing Halls, and then getting Halls back from its ability. So if we have one in the graveyard, we have one on the field, eventually, hopefully, the idea is Halls will give us the option of picking, when we're sifting, another copy. So we take one out, and we can play it again, and so on. So it's really nice, gives us tremendous card advantage, and really, if we get this going, we will win the game quite comfortably. And finally, we've got Necrogeddon, just 2 copies. Previously it was 3. We reduced it to 2 because of Halls and because of how the meta is. We want to be more controlly, but we still want Necrogeddon, just because it does give us that extra rush if we acquire it. Cost 7, destroy all creatures you control. Creatures destroyed this way are replaced by husks at countdown 0. Yeah, bit of a win con. Destroy things, remove things. Works well with Watcher. That's all you need to know. So that's all them. Now we'll take a look at the removal. So as I said earlier, there's no Brainlance or Languid now. We're reduced to 9 removal scrolls. We've got 3 Soul Steel still. 3 Soul Steel still. 3 Soul Steel still. There we go. It's a 3-cost spell. Destroy target creature with a health 2 or less. Summon a Maya Shambler on a random tile on your side. It's not too many 2 health units, but when there is, we can kill them. So that's quite nice. Basically a big tempo swing as well, so that's really good. And we can drop things, destroy things, works well as well because it gives us an undead unit which is relevant and things happen. So Soul Steel, nice. Damning Curse, cost 4, got taxing 1 for some reason. Destroy target creature, units you control are dealt 1 damage. So yeah, lots of high priority targets in this game now. Gravelock Elder, Gravelock, big thing. Oh god, what's it called? Freak! There we are, I know the names. Witch Doctors, of course, Harvesters, Solemn Giants, Order, tons of targets now. Royal Vanguards, Knight Sergeants. Oh god, my memory is gone. Oh, I was right, was Knight Sergeant. Relevus, that's another thing. Things. Basically, if you want to destroy stuff, it's here. If you're playing against energy, pro tip here, if you're playing against energy, Damning Curse before you play your Harvester. Because you don't want your Harvester to be on 3 health, because then it will die to burn. So there you are, that's the thing. Excuse me. I seem to be allergic to giving advice. That doesn't seem good. Anyway, Damning Curse, be careful with them. Yeah. Infectious Blight. The option is Brainlance or Infectious Blight. Infectious Blight is tons better, so why would you run Brainlance? Cost 4 is an enchantment. Enchanted creature is dealt 1 poison damage at the beginning of each round. If it is destroyed by poison damage, a random creature on the same side gets Infectious Blight. So this will hopefully stick around for a very long time, keep dealing damage to your opponent's units, and you can just keep on cursing them and destroying them in 1 turn. That's really, really powerful. So that's good. Now we'll look at the creatures. We'll start off by looking at the cheaper creatures and then move on to the more expensive stuff. Okay, so nothing too exciting at the lower end of our curve. We've got the standard sort of stuff. 3 Ilmo Trisman. It's a 2-cost 2/3/4 wall, effectively. You mainly just playing it for the 4 health, 2-cost body. It's a human, so it interacts with Witch Doctor. You usually get 1 attack, which is nice. Tremendous early game, protects things late game. Pretty solid. Lord Darkling, 2-cost 1/2/2. When it's counted as 0, you may sacrifice Lord Darkling, and it's got unstable 2. So when it dies, it'll do 2 damage to your opponent's idol. This just allows us to sneak in a bit of direct idol damage if we require it against energy and decay. Usually is where it's most relevant, prevalent, whatever the word is. Yeah. Otherwise, the body's a bit weak, but it's fine. We're controlly, we don't care. Harvester, cost 3, is an 8/5/4 with Relentless. Doesn't count down, and when a creature is destroyed, Harvester's countdown is decreased by 1. So this is big. Allows us to do things. Combines brilliantly with Urva. And yeah, this allows us to wipe out Rose. A big threat your opponent has to deal with. So that's, oh god, yeah, that's the thing. And finally, Rot Eater, Ilmir Rot Eater. Cost 3, it's a 3/2/3. When a creature adjacent to Ilmir Rot Eater is destroyed, Ilmir Rot Eater gets +1 attack and +1 health. So this is excellent against growth, pretty good against decay. Order, rare. Energy, meh. But I've got a tip for it against energy, so that's fine. Yeah, it just gets bigger, bigger, and bigger. Eventually, your opponent has to deal with it. It's just another big threat, which can escalate late game. The tip is, when playing against energy, burn is a thing. You've got to play around burn. So burn deals 3 damage and may draw a scroll if it kills the unit. So the aim is we get this to 4 health, and we do that through Darkling. If you have the option, play Rot Eater in the same turn that Darkling is 0 countdown. So you sacrifice Darkling next to the Rot Eater. Rot Eater will then become a 4/2/4, and then you'll have a bigger threat, which energy will struggle to deal with. So that's a little thing there, especially when it's mono-energy structures. That's a really good tip to know. So that's the lower curve. Now we'll look at the bigger stuff. Right, so to cap off the deck, we have our 5, 6, and 8 drops. Yes, we are running new. Yep, new decay creature, Urva Voice of the Dead. It's a 5-cost human with 2 attack, 2 counter, and 4 health. It is unique, which means we're going to have 1 copy on the board at one time. And when an undead, probably say undead creature or unit or something. When an undead you control deals damage, Urva makes a ranged attack for 2 damage. So, originally we had 3 lifestealers, and I kind of just wanted to fit in 1 Urva just to give me a bit of variation. As I said, with Halls, we do have a lot of options to splash 1-offs and do funky things. The only undead units we have are Harvester. Husks we get from Witch Doctor and Necrogeddon, or Mire Shamblers we get from Soulsteel. That's the only way we get undead, but it's a really, really strong scroll, as I showed in a video a few days ago. Just having 1-off gives you more options. It's just really, really nice to have. Lifestealer, we've got 2. It costs 5, it's a 45. It's got a new ability now. It no longer fully heals when it destroys a unit. Now when it deals damage, it is healed by 2. So in a way it's a nerf because it no longer fully heals. In a way it's a buff because it guarantees healing when it deals damage, which is nice. So it's a bit on par with itself still. But it's another big creature, 45 for 5. Another big threat we can play. It heals itself, which is good. Oblivion Seeker costs 5, is a 2/2/3 range attack. When Oblivion Seeker is destroyed, draw 2 scrolls. So this kind of is the thing that separates Decay Mirrors. If you can get this out, prioritise Oblivion Seekers. They allow you to win. Basically, allows you to ramp while still getting card draw as well. Because you can ramp up to 5 instead of sacking, knowing that you'll get cards out of this eventually. Just allows you to keep your hand full, and is really, really strong. That's that. Witch Doctor costs 6. It's a 4/5 now, no longer a 5/5. It's got ranged attack, and when a human creature adjacent to Ilmia Witch Doctor is destroyed, a husk is summoned in its place. I've been swapping these around on my accounts quite a lot, so stats aren't there. But yeah, where are we? I want that. Still pretty strong, even with 4 attack. Remember, it's still got 4 attack now, not 5. Bullock's Oil of Humans allows you to protect your idols quite nicely. And yeah, if you're fencing against relentless units, destroy them, otherwise you're in trouble. But if you're not, Witch Doctor allows you to defend your idols to heck. And there's another big body and threats your opponent has to deal with. Finally, we've got 1 Nuru. Again, Halls allows us to just run 1-offs if we want to. This is a big thing. It has now got 7 health instead of 6, what it had previously. It costs 8, 0 attack, 2 countdown, 7 health. It's unique, which means we can have 1 copy. Dominion effect. Undead creatures you control get +2 attack. Nuru does not attack, and when Nuru's countdown becomes 0, summon 2 husks with countdown 0. Okay, so it's another thing with Urva. Forgot about that. At random positions, the husks are destroyed after attacking. So it works well with Harvesters, because the husk will die, Harvester's countdown will go down. It works well with Watcher, sticking next to a Watcher. When the husks die, the Watcher damage will go. Other than that, it's just a really big threat, which there's not too many spot removal in the game now, and this is just another big thing. And we can always get it back if it's destroyed. Just allows us to finish games, really. It's just really nice. And it's really, really... Is that really it? Is that all it does? It's refusing to do anything, though. Come on. You've let me down, Nuru. So yeah, just 1 of these, just to top off your curve. Really nice. So that's that. So now we're going to take one last look at the deck, and I'll try and explain a few more things. Right, so to go over it once again, we have 3 Cursed Presence, 3 Ilmir Tribesmen, 3 Lord Darkling, 1 Unbind, 1 Watcher, 3 Baleful Which, 3 Harvester, 3 Ilmir Roteater, 1 Rattle Him, 3 Soul Steel, 3 Bloodline Taint, 3 Cursemonger, 3 Damagers, 3 Infectious Blight, 1 Over Voice for Dead, 2 Lifestealer, 3 Oblivion Seeker, 2 Halls of Oum Lasa, 3 Ilmir Witch Doctor, 2 Necrogeddon, and 1 Nuru. That's a total of 28 creatures, 1 structure, 18 spells, and 3 enchantments. So again, we are the control player, so the meta at the moment isn't so aggressive, it's more mid-rangey, which means we crush people's souls. If you are rushed down, we still have the options to be fine with Bloodline Taints and Infectious Blights, slow things down. But yeah, basically get Halls out if you can. Control the board with Bloodline Taints and Infectious Blights and Curse. Try and save up for the big plays with Baleful Which, Curse Presence and Bloodline Taint if you can. Eventually things will slow down, you will have more resources, more cards. I have been at like 11 resources turn 14 because of Halls, and had board control and like 5 cards in hand. It's been insane. So that's really, really good. Obviously. So yeah, it's more of a reactive deck. You're not too concerned about tempo, but still try and mulligan for a nice curve if you can. Other than that, it just takes a lot of practice to try and get to know what to do. But to help you along the way, I have prepared a gameplay video. We're going to play 1 game after this, and then I'll do a video as well showing a couple of games. Let me play my deck on my ladder and try and explain a few more things. So, yeah, we'll move on to that game now. Okay, so we've got a game against Black Hawk, or Black_Hawk. This hand's not too bad. We've got a 2-drop, 3-drop, sort of 4-drop, so we'll keep it. I'll start off by getting Witch Doctor because it costs the most. I'd rather not play Baleful Which turn 3 if I can, so it'd be nice to draw a Roteater followed by a Cursemonger playing against Decay, so Baleful Which isn't as good against Decay because there's not as much weaker targets. Yeah, let's get rid of a Baleful Which and go with Tribesman. Basically, we're looking for a Roteater next turn, or yeah, Roteater will do. Be the ideal. Ink language, don't care. Means he doesn't get a unit on my board. Baleful Which again. I think it's trying to tell me something. Okay, we'll keep it. We'll go Tribesman next. Let's work our way up to Oblivion Seeker, I think. Okay, so he gets a Roteater and he's moving down. Okay. If he wants to try it on... Oh, we've got a Cursemonger. That's brilliant. So we will now... This one if I want to actually try and engage all this. Whether I play Oblivion Seeker here next turn. And when he does stuff, or do I keep here for the damage? I think I'd rather use Cursemonger for the poison and stuff. So we're just going to separate it around here. Try and get our Cursemonger out of trouble. Hopefully we do draw Infectious Blight because it will wreck through him. So that's the plan. It's a Harvester. That will be nasty, but not yet. Halls of Oum Lasa is nice. We've got the guaranteed Oblivion Seeker this turn, so I think we'll play that and we'll protect the Tribesman, just because I want the draw. Because my hand is empty. Normally I'd like to keep it, but I think in this instance we'll try and pressure him into letting us draw some cards here. And hopefully he doesn't damning curse my Cursemonger, because that'll be a bit of a pain. I want to get a curse on... Oh, very good. I was going to say I wanted to get a curse on the Roteater before that, because then it would die to a damning curse. He does allow me to draw cards. That's now on 3 countdown. And I've got a Witch Doctor, so that's nice. We'll keep the Curse Presence. And we'll go... Witch Doctor. We'll try and withdraw here, because we're scared of a Harvester, but we'll still kill a Ripper. Because it'll be difficult for him to Kill 2 units here with 1 spell. Looks like he's got a Witch Doctor of his own, or a Halls. No, it's a Witch Doctor. Okay, so under a bit of pressure here, and by a bit I mean a lot. Bloodline Taint will sack, get a Life Stealer. We'll keep running away. So first task will be dealing with the Harvester, because that will be quite nasty. Probably should have kept Tribesman next to the Harvester actually, but I was scared of stuff happening. Oh, okay. That's actually good, because that means I can run away, and it means the Harvester won't be able to get towards me. Although, I might want to try and hit him through here. I don't know, we'll see. See what happens. He gets a Ripper and a Oblivion Seeker. Bloodline Taint. Okay. Well, get a Harvester of my own, which is groovy. And a Soul Steal. This is a tricky turn because he's guaranteed to kill this Life Stealer currently. So I'd want to put Harvester in front, but it's kind of a good unit Harvester if you didn't know. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go Harvester here. And actually Soul Steal this. We don't get it unfortunately, so we'll sacrifice the Harvester here. Separate these two. There we go. So it's a bit of a weird turn, but he is top decking. We lose the Harvester, we've got a Life Stealer attacking. He can kill my Tribesman, I'll get a Husk. And then kind of take it from there, I guess. Oh, he gets a Halls, that's not good. However, I can battle him. Battle him. Battle him. Battle him. Get rid of Tribesman because I think we can draw something. No, it's rattle him. Sorry. Okay, so we'll get a bit of value here. And that's a question: do we kill the Harvester or the Witch Doctor? Well, we can't kill. Well, we can kill the Witch Doctor with a Cursed Presence. However, I think I'd rather kill the Harvester this turn because then I can play Lord Darkling as well. Don't know why he's thanking me. That worries me. So we'll just do that. And next turn I can Damning Curse this if I need to. Which I will do. Actually, I might not need to. We shall see. So I do have Cursed Presence, so I can do funky stuff. Cursed Presence plus Infectious Blight is just to snipe. Oh, he's got something, cost 7. He's got a Reaping Mask. Okay. So we've got a bit of a pause in my play here, which means it's a good time for me to play my own Halls of Oum Lasa here. We can sack the Witch Doctor, because I'm going to play this, and then we'll start getting involved up here. I can just go off anyway. So now it's my turn to try and get some advantage from good old Halls here. Still got to be careful of these having Curse 2 as well, so watch out for that. He gets a Soul Steal. That was a good draw. Now you can take out Life Stealer. However, I have a Damning Curse. Oh, got to be careful, I don't click. Okay, so our turns can be Damning Curse and the Rot Eater, then Cursed Presence this to kill that. We're going to want another Witch Doctor, I think. Sacrifice for resources because we're going to give Jung 2 cards a turn, which is really good. So that can die. Cursed Presence. we've taken a lot of idle damage, but we've got board control. So we're ahead, but he's done a lot more damage. So the next 2 turns are going to be quite crucial. Pest Dissimulator. And a Viscera Sage. Right. Well, that's obviously a big worry. I think we'll keep hold of a Damning Curse for now to see if I need it. We'll get rid of Rot Eater. Oh, Soul Steal. Well, that was a that was a good sack. Let's go double Soul Steal then. We'll separate them just in case of some sort of Mind Curse shenanigan. But that was a good sack for Scrolls. That was. Oh, he's signed us. There you go. So there you are. Decay Control. Control Decay. However, which way you want to pronounce it, say it. And yeah, it's my version of Decay without Blight Bearer or Brain Lice, because they're now, well, they're still fine, but you know, I've explained the reasons. So anyway, that's that. Thanks for watching. As I said, it's not complete yet. There are a lot of one-offs, but Halls kind of allows you to get away with that, so it's quite fun. Anyway, mess around, see what happens. Tell me what you think. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.